Fuck. What's up, Mikey? What's up, Mikey? Do something real quick. This game makes you real nervous. Cautious of everything. Don't trust nothing. See, even this is brave. Get one tapped, as they say. Got a couple dead guys here, though. Figure it's worth a look. Check it out. Why not? There's ammo. Oop. So this guy's got. Special so far. Take the key so I don't get fucking shot trying to get out. And right where I was. Like 3 games ago, I ran into a 5-stack right here, and I was up there. And I heard one running right by this truck here. I looked down, killed 2 of them. My friend from the top of that power plant over there killed 1. And then I realized there was 2 more, so it was a total of 3 that were still alive. Or wait, 2 more still alive. And I ended up getting them later because they tried to flank all the way around and up from the top there. It was crazy. It was a good fight, though. Everything in this game has a balance. The more noise you make, the more likely somebody's going to hear you. But at the same time, the safer you are from visual contact. So visual for hearing. I only ever run when I know somebody's not listening. Or when I'm completely in an unsafe spot. I don't need a barrel. So I got 17 minutes to get out. And my extraction point is this way. I might try to camp it to see if I can catch somebody coming out. Never know. That made me a little nervous, those sandbags there. I thought it was a person. It's insane. In this game, you gotta check corners. The only reason why I'm running is because I'm in an open space. It's not likely somebody's going to be sitting right here waiting for me, listening. So I can run because I'm worried about visual contact not hearing. So many spots that people can just sit and chill and wait for a guy like me to come along. Right here on the right is a sketchy spot. In these bushes, it's like Fortnite. This map's called Interchange. It's basically the one I was raised on by Jordan Archer. And I love it. So there could be people all the way through here, but in a way I'm kind of lucky because it's foggy, so people couldn't see me as easily. If it was a clear day, I would be standing out like crazy. Stupid things, you gotta check stuff like this. You gotta look in here. Never know. This is the extraction right here. You gotta clear it, right? If you don't clear it, you'll get shot trying to get out. See, I'm kind of a loser that way. This bushes can be popular. I like to wait for people here because you know they have to come this way. There's two ways. Along this wall like I just did, or along that back wall, and the extraction's right here. Sometimes, depending on how good of a player they are and how much they look, I like to chill out right here. Watch that wall. And when they get here, what? Kind of boring as far as spectators go, but you can come out with some good stuff. You can get up to 5-man teams. I'm playing solo, so you never know. It's a pretty cool game though. Your backpack, your tack rig. This is dual. It's a tack rig and armor, so it kind of serves as both. Normally you just have a rig here and armor. This is all your health stats. I took a couple hits from a scav, so I'm a little bit down. I can heal that up if I want to, but kind of near the end. Everything is nerve-wracking. Me poking up and down, like, just get one tapped. It's very risky. Less likely to be seen if I lay down, but I kind of want to see all around me too, so if I do it this way, I'm listening for people coming up behind me and watching this. It's probably safer. But I won't see anybody coming over there. What do I have? 11 minutes. So around this 12-minute, 15-minute mark, scavs will spawn in. And those will be the player scavs that spawn in. And they go in and they loot as much as they can for free loadout. Usually bare bones stuff. Sometimes they get a good gun. But they'll go in, they'll loot up off of dead bodies or dead other scavs, or they'll kill scavs themselves, or try to get lucky with a PMC player that usually has armor and everything. It's a hard gunfight for them. But you can do it. And if they get that, it's a win because it costs you nothing and you're coming out with all this gear. So here I am being a loser, hoping for a PMC that's kitted, maybe by himself, maybe two. If I can get one right off the hop, drop them. Especially with a silenced gun, they don't 100% know where it's coming from. They might have an idea, but it's not perfect. Whereas if you have a gun that's not silenced, it's pretty easy to figure it out. The general direction, anyways. This, you kind of have a very broad general direction. Left or right, not a small pie. Catch one coming that way. Would be sweet. That would be ideal. What I've done in the past is had somebody lay here or myself lay here and had a friend go in those bushes. And you can't see that bush until you're like right here. Did I hear something? Or am I going crazy? But yeah, you can't see anything until you're basically at that little lip there. And once you're at that lip, they already know you're there. And they just fleece you. And you get shots off from here. Bang, 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 bang. So you're pretty much toast. It's super greasy, but it's a good way to get loot and get money. To kit yourself out later, right? See, that's the extraction right there. You literally just have to walk in between the trains anywhere in there. I'm hoping within the next 4 minutes I'll have somebody roll through here. See, the thing is, somebody could have come all the way around me and I'd not even know, right? I don't really know what's a good spot to camp here. I feel like this is the best one, but you can't see that other side. Whereas, like, if you have somebody here, they can walk or look behind you and on that wall over there on the other side of the train. So, strategy, you know? I got a few things. I killed a couple scavs, grabbed some stuff off of them. Interesting stuff. A couple of grenades. Those are handy as hell. At least just to relocate yourself. You throw one and you run, and they usually run too, so they're not peeking. They have to get the fuck out, right? Been having a good night with this. Hashtag not working. Love it. Give it another 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes. Right at that 2-minute mark, I'll run it out and get out. Because if you even wait, like, might take me 15 seconds to get over there to get out, but it takes you 6-7 seconds to actually extract. But if I kill somebody within the last 2 minutes, it's not likely I'm going to have time to loot their gear and all their body and then get out on top of that, right? So 2 minutes, just run out. If you have 3 minutes, yeah, you could probably spend a minute looting, grab as much as you can, and run out and get it. But I'm infamous for that, doing that last second stuff. Starting to clear up a little bit, almost looks like. So, like I said, at 10 to 15 minutes is a common times for scavs to spawn. This is prime time for scavs to try to extract between now and that 2-minute mark. Because they don't have much time. 5-6 minutes of trying to loot. They have a lot less time than the PMCs do. So you can see my screen's starting to go black. That means I'm hungry and probably thirsty. Yeah, so I'm a little bit thirsty too, but I just ate my food. That's what happens when you're in a game for a long time. I started at 45 minutes, and I have less than 4 minutes left. I'm willing to bet I see a scav here soon. If I do, they're gonna come from this way, most likely. Yeah. 30 seconds. Look around. Railway's not very well, it's common. It's one of the two main ones, but I find that Emercom, which is the opposite corner of this one, is much more popular. So this is a decent spot. So they probably wouldn't see you until right here, but you'd see them first if you're watching. It's a good lane right there. And I can whip around and look back that way too. Interesting. I'll have to try this again. Like I said, a little bit boring to camp the extractions, but it can be very profitable. Nah, it's not worth it anymore, right? Minute and 30 seconds to kill somebody and then loot them and then try to get out. Better just get out. So 7 seconds to extract. And out. Yeah, it's a good game. So I didn't get any players in that one, just scavs. Which is those random generated computer players. Well, not players necessarily. It's both AI and people, well, not PMCs, but players. So you can spawn in as a scav. So if I do this, I'll show you. Scav, which is an option. This is a random loadout that the game generates and gives me a free thing where I can go in and come up with whatever I can find or whatever I can kill or loot. And this is your PMC here, which is your guy that you kit. So if you go in as this, you lose everything. It's gone. You'll never see it again. It's just out the bank. This is free. They give you this. So you can't use these over and over and over and over. They have a 20-minute time limit on them. So that was my PMC run. I looted a couple scavs that I killed. So this is the gear I pulled out. And it's not much. It's something a little bit boring. I was hoping to find some players. But once you get this kind of stuff and you decide not to keep it, you sell it. So I'll disassemble that because you can sell it in pieces for a little more profit than just selling it as a whole gun. And then you can sell the pieces individually. And there's different dealers for different items. Ragman, for example, this guy here, he buys mostly stuff like apparel, like helmets, armor, earmuffs, bags, rigs. If you look at all this stuff, this is all the stuff he sells. You get guys like Mechanic, well, they sell gun parts, guns, ammunition. Same with Skier. Jaeger is kind of a mix. Prepper is a little bit of a mix. Mostly gun parts and guns. Ammunition. Therapist, she's the girl you go to for all your healing and medication. It's all this stuff you need in raid. So this kind of stuff you sell on an in-game market. So somebody else is selling the same key I just looted for 88,000. And I'm going to undercut him because I don't really care that much for the extra 9,000. I'm going to go 79,999. It's 80,000. And hopefully somebody buys it. I don't know if it's even a common or popular key. This is all stuff I can sell later. Ammo case, health case, mag boxes, scav box, which is just literally all the random loot you put in there and you sell it. These are eye cases. They literally hold anything, just extra space. And these are weapons cases. And you'll fill them up with whatever you come out with in a raid or anything you build. Got all kinds of guns. All kinds. So you always go in with health and heals. Splints are for when you black out a leg. So this leg goes black, it's zeroed, and you can't walk. You literally can barely walk. So you use a splint when it's fractured. You splint it and you heal it, and then you can walk or run again. You want to be able to run when you need it, right? Stomach, if that gets blacked out or zeroed, your water and your food consumption is basically zeroed immediately. And when your food and water is zeroed, that means your health gets drained. You're basically dying slowly. So it's going to start pulling your health, which is this 435 here. You don't want that. So you always want to have your water and your food topped up, which is exactly what I'm going to do. So I need to find stuff like that sometimes. I put it all kinds of places. I use these rigs just to store stuff. So I got food here, I got tea here. I don't need food as much as I need water. There's some water there. So I'll use... What the hell? What's behind all this? I need 64, 66. And this does about half, so we'll go 34. 100. We'll use these croutons. We'll use this 100, so we can go back into a game, no problem. Gonna make sure you have your ammunition ready to go. I carry extra in my alpha, which is what you can take home no matter what if you die. This is the only space that you can put something in and you can bring it home no matter what. Ammunition's very expensive, so usually you're gonna bring that in your alpha, depending on how much you bring. I'm probably gonna bring this water. I need to bring some food. I thought I had a lot more lunch boxes than that. So let's take a look. I got a couple waters in here, a bunch of drinks. No, it's a lot of backpacks. Bring these. So, ammunition, magazines, gun, helmet, ears, mask. If you don't wear a mask, you got a white face in a dark place, they'll see you a lot easier. It's a big target. Your heals, hotkeyed, 4, 5, 6. You got your water for when you start to get thirsty in the game. If you're in there for more than 38 minutes, if you don't have this stuff, you're going to get that hourglass around your face basically, and you're going to start losing your health and food. And then, yeah, extra ammunition, some money. I bring in money with me because there's some places that you need money to buy your way out as an extraction. It's like a taxi cab. And, yeah. So my guy's 100% all the way across. Ammo's full. I got all my equipment. It's time to go in. So I can show you what a scav run looks like. Scav run is that free loadout I was telling you about. He has armor. It shows you everything you're going to go in with. Actually, this is pretty good other than the weaponry they give me. So I got a helmet, I got armor, actually somewhat of a face mask, and a pistol. So I'll probably go into this game and walk up to another scav because we're friendly. Walk up to another scav and drop him in the head and grab a long-range weapon off of him. And then from there, play a normal game and try to do the best I can with a free loadout. So I'll play the same map I was on. So if I went 039, 040, that's basically in the middle of the night. You can't see shit unless you got night vision. And night vision's very expensive, and it's not that fun. Well, it is fun, but it's just different. 12:41, lunchtime, middle of the day. It's better to go in then. So it looks like it's raining a little bit. As usual, this game rains a lot. So if you're watching, Mikey, just check the comments there. I don't know if you see them or not. Let me know if you're here. Throw one up. It's time for another whiskey. Red Bull fridge. Sweet. Coke Zero. Goes with the Jack. So here's my scavenger. No, I can't make my drink. So we got 15 minutes left. I'm underground right now. That whole station, that mall. Take a look around, see what I got. I got a flashlight on my pistol. What else did they give me in here? So I got some painkillers. That's cool. Actually, decent amount of heals. What does this even do? Bacterial infection removes pain. So I'm gonna hotkey some of this stuff. 5, 6. Pistol, armor, helmet, which is really good. Scavs don't always get that, and that could be key in a gunfight. If somebody's hitting you in the chest, save your life. So hopefully I can find some other scavs here. That's the goal. Pick up an SKS, or even if I'm lucky, maybe a Mosin. A Mosin bolt action rifle. Thing is awesome. It's free basically. It costs you nothing. See, there's a dead body over there. Go check that out. Who knows how they got killed? But a Mosin will put down a kitted player, no problem. And it costs you nothing. A lot of people just do Mosin runs. So see what he's got. We got this crowbar. They're worth good money. Pretty sure. He's got a backpack better than mine, so I'm gonna get rid of this sling bag and put this scav bag there and search it. Yeah, a couple of gun parts in there. And got a couple of magazines in there. So this is probably a pistol scav too. A lot like what I am, more or less. I saw a second body over here, so I'm gonna take a look at him. Always checking and see. It's very common for you to go loot a body like this and just get killed because there's somebody watching. He's got a Taz. It's a piece of shit, but it's free money. If I at least come up with something, right? It's better than nothing. You never know. Point blank, the Taz will put somebody down more likely than that pistol would. So take a look and see what's in his bag. Nothing in his bag, so we're gonna move on. Take another quick look. Underground's hit and miss. It can be busy and it could be very quiet. It's a good place for a scav to move around. Get from point A to point B. And there's a few places to loot if you know where to go. But you don't want to move slow. You start running, people hear you. Check your corners. Whoop, that player. I'm dead. Oh, I'm not dead. Maybe I pulled a fast one on him. That's a real player. That wasn't a scav. That's somebody that's got a legitimate loadout. Armored. So maybe I'll get lucky. He'll come this way. I can get close to him. It's worth a shot. I mean, I don't lose anything. I also don't gain if I die, but I don't lose anything if I do. Because I didn't pay for this. It's not... See, that looks a lot like a player, but it's just a sandbags. Sketchy. That sounds a lot like the gun the guy just shot at me with. So maybe I'll get lucky. I'll get a cheeky peek on him. Because he was just up there and I was over here, I think? Gotta really watch. See, that's kind of the goal too, is you come in as a scav and kill a player like that, a PMC that's fully kitted, you get all their shit. They lose, you win. It's free. You benefit everything from this. But they have all the advantage. That's the problem with it. So I was over there, I'm pretty sure. So if he's still in the same spot, he's to the left here, but... Scav. I'll let this guy go ahead of me. Go take a look, man. And dead. Interesting. So, if he's not getting shot, that tells me that player's moved on. So, that means I'm going to shoot this guy and get a free, what is it, an AK? Why not? So that means I'm AWOL. That means the next time I see another scav, they'll shoot at me. So, but now I have at least a long-range weapon of sorts. I could put up a little bit of a better fight. Checking my back. So I'm thinking that player turned around. He's got to extract, but you don't want to sit still. You sit still, you die. Unless you're already know it's clear, and then you're the one waiting for somebody to sit still. I'm thinking he went that way. It was a cheeky little maneuver on my part to run all the way around like that. But it's only because I know the map. Yeah, you want to look for those body figures, right? I only have a few minutes, so I'm probably gonna run this out. That's probably what that player was thinking. He was probably would have liked to have stuck around for a gunfight, but even though he probably for sure would have won it, he's thinking, why risk it? I gotta get out. I only have a few minutes. It's probably just a scav, which I am. Why waste time? So, there's more than one extraction. I was actually closer to the other one. That was the last one I was just at. There's either running above me or beside me on the other side of the wall. I'm going to say it was above me. Literally on top of me. It's the only way I would have heard it without having earmuffs on, which I don't have. So, you know what? I suspect that somebody's going to come out in that ramp there. Or here. Probably another scav player. So this is just a little duffel bag with loot in it. Sometimes stuff's worth grabbing. That was a meh. Like I said, scav runs are very short, so what I come in with like 12 minutes. I only got 3 minutes to get out, and I haven't been in for very long, so take what you get. Fuck, I thought that was a player. Stupid box right there. So sometimes you can kill a scav in one area and the scavs in another area won't be AWOL against you. So I might get lucky, but you don't really know until you see another one. This is a very popular place. This is Emercom. A lot of people will be getting out right here. Let's just check that real quick. Have a quick listen. If you see any heads poking over the balcony there. Coming down that ramp. Are you looking? It's a hit and miss kind of thing here. Oh, there's a dead scav here. Check it out, why not? Free gun. Maybe he's got a key card, 250k. No, crackers. I'll take them, fuck it. Nothing to lose. Free. So, there's no point in me sticking around. 2 minutes out. Very high possibility of seeing another scav just like myself trying to come out this time. Gotta watch these walls. People come out right there, go along that wall. People come out over here underneath the underground like I was and go all along that wall and come down that ramp there. And then people also will commonly camp at the extraction, waiting for suckers like myself to come along. And then they fucking burst your ass and you're dead, and then they grab your shit. And that's it. So again, I wanted more gunfight than that, but name of the game. Get in, get some stuff, and get out. It wasn't a bad scav run as far as scav runs go. So all this is free. I didn't have any of this before I went in. So I moved this all over. Get me some free stuff. Most likely sell it. So all empty. Hit next. Tells you how your stats were. Ammo used 1 bullet. Hit count 1. Fatal hits 1. I only shot once, and that was that scav in the head point blank, so makes sense. All right. So now we go into our character. You see all the stuff we had in there. This is my built character from before. So I can take all this stuff in here, move it out, so I can move the backpack. Another gun inside my backpack. All this stuff can come out. Most likely just gonna sell this backpack, sell the armor, sell the helmet. If I need it, I'll buy it. Just like that. Sell those too. I don't need any of these guns. I'll never use them. But they're money. It's 50,000 right there. Sell this crowbar. Sell this knife. Gone. Take all that stuff, throw it in the med kit. Don't need it right now. Crackers. And I'll throw them in there. So 113,000. That's most likely all from that scav run just now. Got some more stuff in here. Again, selling it. Don't need it. If I need it, I'll buy one. So the goal is to get money and buy yourself stuff you need or want. All these things cost money. So I have 1.6 million rubles for game currency. And if I look here, where does it show? Right here. Total cost of items in the stash. So my stash there, with everything inside of everything in there, I have 21 million worth. So I might have 1.6 million of money, but I got 21 million worth of items here. I can sell all this stuff, and that might be actually less than what it might be worth on the market even. So these weapons cases go for 900,000 million. So to sell that to a dealer might be a fraction of that. So I might have 30 million. Who knows? Irrelevant. But more or less, you gotta have money. You can earn money by successfully extracting yourself out of raids, so you can kit yourself for future games. That's the goal. So here, I insured some of my items before I went into a raid. I died, and whatever people didn't take, I got back. So this is not free, but stuff that people didn't take from a previous raid. I'm receiving it because I insured it. So this armor I'll keep. I can use it. I'm on the fence with this tack rig. This backpack. Actually, most of the stuff I could probably use. This backpack stacks inside of a backpack. It's the easiest way to deal with this stuff is put it inside like that and it goes away. So this backpack here is actually probably 30 backpacks. So that's how you deal with stuff. It's a Tetris game. Very large game of Tetris. So stuff goes inside of stuff. So for example, this BlackRock tack rig, put that helmet in there. Why not? Put this balaclava in here. Why not? It's gone. I can put this mag in there. Why not? So that stuff's in there. That stuff's in there. You know, let's put this in here too. Let's get rid of it. Out of my face. So why not do this? Put these in here. Again, Tetris. You gotta figure out where stuff's gonna fit. So that was a scav run. Because we just finished it, this is gonna be my next scav, which also isn't bad. Doesn't look like he has armor, but he's got a rig. He's got a nice, decent AK, I should say, and he has earmuffs. That's huge. Having earmuffs as a scav for free loadout, you can have a very large advantage. Not advantage, but, well, yes, an advantage, but at least it equals the playing field a little bit. Because any of the PMCs for sure have earmuffs on, and they can hear you from probably 4 times the amount of distance that you would without them. So interchange is my place to go. I'm going to go there again. I'm not going to play at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's too dark. We'll play 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Insure my stuff. Looks like it's been insured already. I've gone into a couple of raids with this stuff, so I don't need to insure anything else. And off we go. Oh, my back is sore. Too many night shifts in a chair and then too much gaming in a chair. It's time to go do a run and a stretch. Anyways, whoa, we're gonna make my drink. It's been my last one anyways, and I'm heading to bed. If you see that, it's not bad. Pop. Goes the weasel. There we go. Coke Zero. Jack. Birthday gift from my friend James. Awesome. Good man. He helped me do some landscaping in my backyard. He's a bull, that man. Works hard. Here we go. About to find out where I'm going to spawn in. The first 4 minutes are crucial to what your game plan is because you have spawn points basically both to your right and left anywhere you start. And you don't know if they're going to be there or not, but you always assume they are. And you have to play safe. I personally like to run in a little ways and get a good line of sight on one direction and put my back to something else on the other direction. So my back is covered and I'm looking down one way to see if they're coming at me or if they're moving, and maybe I'll get some good free saucy kills. So, by looking at my camera here, looks like I get a light. It's a little bit dark. During the daytime, I have my window open to my right, and it puts a little bit of light on my face, which is perfect, but I need a little lamp something to put underneath my monitor, on top of my monitor, shine on my face a little bit. I don't want to do that just because I don't want it to distract me so I can play better, but also you want people to be able to see what your emotions are from fucking up. Pardon my language. Alright, so I have pretty much a power station, a spawn here. So it's a little bit iffy. It's foggy too, so it's a little bit of an advantage for me. People like to go immediately up to the roof or into these windows, but again, because it's foggy, it'd be hard for them to see me anyways. But I'm gonna have a good look, see if I catch him. That's a scav right there. So that tells me that there's probably no immediate players right there. So I can push up. But where there's one scav, there's more. So I have to watch for probably another 2. Usually where there's one scav here, there's probably about 3. Oh, he's dead there. I'm not going to go for that body. It's too exposed. Go around this corner. So there could potentially be other PMC players to my right around this corner. Very common from the spawn on the road and push power station, so I'm gonna slowly peek this. Watch for scavs behind me, and then I'm gonna try to get up this ramp here so I can have a height advantage. So that's the scavs I was talking about. Run forward, run forward. What a dickhead. So I'm going to pop a PK or a painkiller. Makes it really bright because of my settings in my game, but like I said, where there's he actually messed me up pretty good. I fumbled with my keys there on my keyboard. Oh, he hurt me good. So that's why I bring in splints. He fractured both my arms. So, and he actually messed me up good. I knew I should have bought another CMS kit. So that's what's it you need to perform a surgery to unblack an arm. This is a blacked out arm. I have 2 blacked out arms. I only have 1 usage of my CMS kit. So I'll get my right arm back, but I won't get my left. It's unfortunate I didn't see that scav. Pisses me off. Really want to kill him. But I also want to watch for players coming from this direction. There he is, dickhead. What a dick. I believe he survived that. What the fuck? He must have armor on. Probably shouldn't waste my time too much with that. I'm just gonna keep healing myself as I go. So the most likely scenario is another player comes from that direction. Several different places. One on the main road here, which is a very close spawn. On the top of that other ramp over there, they come out. or there's a door right here, or over here there's another door. So this is a good spot because you can see 1, 2, 3, and 4 different points to come out towards the power station with a height. Well, that one doesn't have a height advantage, but these 3 do. So people use it quite often. The only other one is the one right here behind me, and I should hear somebody coming that way if anything. But I use a bunch of ammo, so I'm going to reload now. And pack a magazine, which you have to do manually. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think I can splint a blacked out arm, but I'm gonna definitely splint the one that I healed. Give me a little more stability when I'm aiming. Yeah, I can splint that. Interesting. Okay, so they're both splinted, those 2 fractures. I'm gonna keep healing. My thorax got some damage. Keep looking. Try to always do something while I'm healing. That's why you hotkey some of your heals. Kind of hoping that scav would die, but he might have. He might have bled out. I hit him a bunch of times. So what I'm gonna do is take this 20 round mag. And put this 35er back in. 15 rounds can make a world of a difference. This is a very cheeky spot, very popular area for players to come to. Especially if they want to get some main stuff done inside the mall. This is where you turn on the power. You turn on the power at the power station, you go in, all the alarms and stuff kick on, lights kick on. It allows you access to certain special places. So it's not uncommon to get a very large team to come this way because teams will work inside together to get to those special places, so they need the power on to get to them, so they come here first. It's a good drink. That fucking scav. Piece of shit. Yeah. So, I was talking about how there's certain places that have taxi cabs where you pay a fee of 3,000 rubles. And one of them is right there on the back side of this power station. So, it's a very viable source of extraction for me. I could just go down there and loot those 2 scab bodies that I killed. And then get out. But I'm not that kind of guy. I'm a little bit of a camper, yes. I wouldn't deny that. But at the same time, I like to get into some fights, too. I like to steal the fights and create as much advantage myself as possible, which is the camping. But so, another dead scab. That's 3. Like I said, where there's 1, there's usually 2 or 3 more. Luckily, I'm using a silenced weapon. That'll benefit me a lot for other PMC players. They might have heard that if they're really close. Which, I'm probably fucked anyways. But, I'm gonna go take a look at these bodies. If I'm lucky, one of them might have a key card. Which, again, the goal of this game is to loot and extract with it. And loot has variable items of value. So this right here, this is a really nice rig. I need a second gun, might as well put that in there. I don't have glasses on, throw them there. See what he's got in his backpack. always listening. Hearing is super important. So, this is being greedy, right? But this body will be actually awesome to loot because it's just inside this door. Relatively safe. See, a pistol? I got an empty pistol slot. Let's throw that in there. This backpack here, I could take it out. Throw this bandage right there. Throw this backpack in that. Throw that backpack on me. Why not? We're gonna take any ammo for this pistol that he had because why not? The only problem with it is you're carrying extra weight. So again, I'm basically looking at where I just was because it's an advantage. I was just there. That's if I had a choice of where to be, that's where I would be, right? So I'm close range now. I'm going to switch to a different site, which is pretty cool. You can do that on the fly. Always check jackets. They got great loot, like keys. Keys are huge. Keys can sell for a ridiculous amount of money. That one's nothing special. It's just a key, literally a key, but you want marked keys, you want keys that are card keys and stuff. You sell them on the market for 150,000 to 250,000, like all kinds of range. All right, bar of soap there. I'm gonna close this door. Nobody peeking in here, and allows me access to this computer, which you can maybe get a graphics card. Graphics cards are worth 80,000. Nothing special. I don't really care to bring that out with me. Hard drives, what, like 15K? I might drop them. This is 30K right here. So always trying to listen. See if I hear anything while I'm doing this. This is when you're most vulnerable, is while you're looting. Nothing important to me. Yeah, nothing I want. I'll go back out this door. And I mean, do I want to be greedy and check that body on the road? I don't know. I could. You never know what scab's going to be carrying a lab card on them. Lab cards are 260. It's huge. But he's in the middle of the road. I mean, we can try to vet as much as possible. Clear the area. Pray to God you don't get fucking shot in the dome. So, if you're gonna do something like this, it's good to have the space before you go. Do that. I mean, I know I got space there, I know I got space there. This is important. Probably should have searched this before. So what I'll do is I'll move this stuff in. Throw this all in here. Why not? Don't need any of it immediately, so throw it all in here. Get rid of it. Make some space for myself. So yeah. I got all this space and a slot for a gun. So I'm doing little small jerks here because if somebody is lining up a beaner shot, they're more likely to miss. I'm going to try to vet the area again real quick. Pray to God nobody's watching me. I mean, if I was another player right now, I probably would have shot at me by now. But somebody's opportunistic. And knows waiting game is better. They'll wait until I'm basically not moving. Increase their odds of not missing. Doing a good old-fashioned one-tap. So I got a little AKS out of that. Not the greatest, but not the worst. I mean, it's free. There's a shotgun. Can't really put it anywhere. I wish I could take both, but I'm probably just gonna bring that gun out. I think I'm gonna call her good. Get out with what I got. There, I'll give everybody the power. Why not? Enjoy, boys. That's me giving the cab some money. Have to wait 1 full minute. The reason why I do that is because it gives you 4 available slots. You can see one of the 4 is done right now. That's because I put money in. But if there's a full team of 4, we could all pay the cab driver 3,000 rubles, and we all get to extract at this point. So it's a minute long, so it gives us all time to give him the money. Three scavies. So I'll top up my spare ammunition that I've been packing mags with. Other than that, it's just going to be basically moving loot out of my bag. Those extra guns, selling them off. It's the boring part of the game. It's a little bit of Tetris, but it's key. So I got a bag inside of a bag. Everything goes with it. Basically, actually, everything is in it. So that's kind of cool, actually. I don't need glasses. I mean, whatever. So I got to replenish my health. This is basically 60 out of 300. So I'm going to throw this 240 in there. I need some splints because I used them both up last time. So throw one there. Throw in there. Now I'll throw them both right there. Why not? Do this. Something like that. And so I got a bag. I got heals. I got some splints. You can hotkey anything that's in your pockets or in your attack rig. So I got 4 hotkeyed for my painkiller, my PKs. I got 5 hotkeyed for my IFAK, which is basically everything else. Do your healing and then splints. So I'm going to actually hotkey the larger one and then hotkey these splints. So if I'm in the middle of a fight, I can just hit that button and it'll do it. Not go into my menu. Unload this mag here, take it out of the gun, throws it in my tack rig, take these bullets, throw them in there, It's topped up. Throw it back in the gun. Find some more of these. And buy them. Whoever this guy is has a whole bunch of them. So I'm going to buy another, we'll say, how many can you carry? I don't know. They're expensive, these BP rounds. 51,000 for 60 rounds. And I'm going to throw them there. Throw those in that ammo case. And then I'm going to buy myself a new CMS kit. Oh, wait, I got a 5 out of 5 right there. Put it there. Boom. So I can perform surgeries on myself. Fix my blacked out areas of my body. My armor's maxed out as far as health-wise on it. So I'm going to clear some space in here. Throw that there. Why not? Throw my food, water back in here. And I should just sell that backpack. I don't need it. A little bit laggy. Oh, there we go. Sell. I keep that armor. I don't feel like breaking down the gun. I'm lazy. So I'm just going to sell the mag, pistol, and AKS. 16,000. Excuse me. And so I got an attack rig out of it. I got a couple other little things. Nicks. Some tricks. So I have all this space to move stuff out with a scav if I want to. So you can see my water's at 68 and my food's at 61. Now I don't want to go into raid half hungry. So you want to do that while you're here. Find whatever. These crackers. Use them. 73. Eh. Do I have any food in here? I got an energy drink. Use it. A bunch of gun parts. Stuff I think I'm going to use. Croutons. So I'm up to 100. I know where I got some water. I'll use those. I'll leave this aquamarine there. There's some water. I need to use 35. So I'm gonna. Oh, I know what happened. It's behind all this. 35. Except 99. That math doesn't add up, but whatever. So basically 100, 100. This will come back in a second. My ammo's full. My heals are all there. I got a couple grenades. Got some ammunition. Might take one of these rounds, throw it in there, top that up. 2020. Ears, helmet, face mask. Face cover, I should say. Gun, ammo, grenades, rig, splints, heals, blah blah blah. So, should we do a free run again? Go escape from Tarkov, sorry, and Scavvy. This is a good scav, like I was saying before. An AK, decent AK. He's got ears and attack rig on. I don't think he has armor, but that's a head start. Oh, I do have armor. That's what that Blackbird is. So I got armor, ears, attack rig, and AK. That's pretty good. That's pretty lucky. So I'm missing basically a helmet. And who knows how much ammunition they gave me. Sometimes you'll get a gun without a rear sight or a front sight on it. It's like, what the hell? And they'll be missing dust covers and stocks, and you can't hit nothing. The ergonomics are gone. It's very interesting. But that's a good gun. I can actually get into a decent fight with it. In this game, ammunition is probably the most important thing. Ammunition will get you a long ways. So you can run this gun with PS ammo, and you have to basically hit them in the face every single time, 10 times before they die. Or you can use BT or 7N or any of those high-end rounds for an AK, and you can drop them through the armor in 2-3 shots. That's key. So ammo wins gunfights, not the gun necessarily. You can have the worst gun in the game with the best ammo and probably win a gunfight over the best gun with the shittiest ammo, so to speak. Alright, here we go. Scav run, probably 15 minutes or less. Okay, what do we got here? So, right outside Emercom, that's pretty cool. It's one of my favorite spots to be. 16 minutes. More time than you usually get. So I got scavs right above me, but we're friendly. We're bros right now. Until I kill one, then we're not bros. But, like I said, I got ears, I got armor, I got a decent gun, face mask, cool, heals, something to stop bleeding, and a piece of equipment in my bag that's worth some money. Right now, if I was lame, I could easily just get out with what I have really quickly, but that's no fun. I might just camp the top of Emercom here. So I'm glad I checked this. These are worth some good money. I'll probably kill these scavs up top. Go check these gun crates that I know are over here. Again, knowing the map is key. So if I kill one scav, you can almost guarantee there's going to be probably... So there's one down there. There's probably about 2 or 3 more. The thing is, you start shooting scavs while you're a scav and stuff, and you don't have armor, you don't have a helmet, you don't have stuff like that. You're making noise, you're going to draw PMC players or other player scavs, and they might catch you off guard. So it's best to just stay low-key. So this stuff's worth some money. I got a free grenade out of that. That could be huge in a gunfight. To have that grenade. Don't matter who you are. If you get a grenade chucked at your feet, you're gonna die. So you basically have to run. Forces you to move. SMB is pretty decent ammo. It's for a Mosin or some of the bigger sniper rifles. So that there sounded like a gunshot outside at a scav, probably along that blue wall. I'm gonna try to third party this. I'm gonna hope it's a PMC and he doesn't see me coming. I pop him in the face, but yeah, I hear running to my left. It's right around here somewhere. I don't know where he is. He's really close. I'm thinking he's on the other side of that ramp there, maybe? So if he's a player, he'll have ears on. He could probably hear me moving. He might know I'm above him. If he's not, or if I've been doing this right. Where are you, buddy? I know you're there. So that one scav we saw at the bottom of the ramp, I'm 99% sure that there was a player out here, either a player scav or a PMC player, that came about just after we left inside there and killed them. So that tells me, unless he kept running, but I heard footsteps, like loud running steps right around here somewhere. So I suspect he's right there. And maybe if it's a PMC, he heard me. Or he could have been a scav and got lucky and got earphones like I did. But this is a very cheeky spot right here. And I'm trying to be quiet too, so. I might catch him run out from over here that way. Or I might just catch another player or scav coming out this way. I don't know. This is probably my favorite camping, my cheeky camping spot, I call it. So I actually had a friend that I play with regularly in this game. I was a PMC player, like my actual player, my kitted guy, and I was doing this same maneuver. I was camping this spot near the end of the game, a lot like this. And I heard somebody come out up on the top next to me right over here on the other side of this green container, and they're very cautious, and I was waiting for him to go down this ramp to shoot him in the back. And then he finally, after like a minute of looking around, walking around, being cautious, runs down the ramp, and I shoot him right here. And he dies. Later that day I went online, and he says, "Guess who killed me today?" And I reply with, "Oh, probably a streamer of some sort, right? Like Dr. Lupo or something cool like that, right?" He said, "No, Poop Shoot 47 killed me." And that's me. That's my gamer tag. And of course, the theatrics went off, right? It was funny as hell. So I killed him, and he was a scav player. He loaded into the exact same game I was in, and he knows this move, and he knows I do this, and I killed him with it. And he was super upset. It was super awesome. But at the same time, sucked for him, but hilarious. Big shout out to Eric Archer for being my victim that day. So I don't know where this guy went. Maybe I mistaken for him going to loot the body that he killed. I suspected that he went and looted the body, but he might have been running actually out towards the extraction. So, or he's being very, very, very cautious and not moving because he knows I'm up here and he doesn't want to die. Which is fair in its own. So, like I said, I showed you guys already the extractions over here on the other side of this tree. There's only a few ways to get to it. One of the common ways is in that parking lot way over there, and you go along the wall. And I can see some of that from here. The other way, common way, is along this blue wall. People come out underneath in the garage and come all the way around and run along this wall. It is a very advantageous spot for me to get those people. And then the third most common way is people come out right behind me on the other side of the sea can, like my friend Eric did that day. They come out right there and they take a look. This is the most common way because they can clear the area the best as possible before they go to the extraction from here. They use this height advantage area, such as myself right now, to look around before they run down to try to get out. So I'll hear them. I'm in a corner. They can't see me. They come around. They'll do their looking around, and then they'll go down the ramp, which is a funnel. And that funnel right there is basically a death zone. So as soon as they get on that, I shoot him in the ass. That's Tarkov. Unfortunately, as shitty as it is to say, you got to clear everything. And this is one spot people don't look. I have been killed from over there before because I wasn't looking there enough, and somebody went across and was looking up on the top while they were going out and one tapped me in the head. And I have been here before where I have had like a team of 3 come out, and I start shooting at them trying to get one, and the other one shoots me in the fucking face from another different spot. I was shooting at one, he was over here, shoots me in the face. It happens. Again, it's Tarkov. Can't win them all, but I'm gonna say 90% of the time this this position and trick works really well. I've come in as a scav with a Mosin. I've killed fully kitted guys that are just decked right out of their, right from top to bottom, and I've one-tapped them in the face while they're running right here. Pack. I've gotten guys doing the same thing with a, I think it was a foul right at the back corner, iron sights. Shoot him in the face. Pack. And he drops back there. It's just luck of the draw. Making a good shot. You never know. This AK not likely going to put somebody down. You probably have to tap him a couple times, but you can make a shot. If somebody runs across right in front of me here, which I've had a bazillion times, I've killed guys right here in this sand patch. Lots of times. You gotta check both directions repeatedly. So I'm at 5-minute mark. This is when the scavs are going to start coming out. The scav players that come in, right? I always try to turn quietly because you never know if somebody else has ears and they happen to be closer than you know. So I try to do this. Turn quietly. I've had people walk along the wall underneath me right here on the outside and be at the bottom and hear me twisting and turning. And the only movement I'm making, and then they back up and go back, or they come out here and try to shoot at me, but that didn't work out for them because I have a height advantage. I see their whole body, they just see my face, right? So if they make their shots, they get a smaller target, aim small, miss small, but so this is a pretty conservative match as far as Emercom goes. I've been here for 10 minutes. I heard somebody there kill that one scav, and they must have ran out. I'm willing to bet that was a PMC player because that was right at that 10-12 minute mark. Scavs most likely wouldn't be extracting then. So I just missed out. There's no way that that same player that I was assuming may have heard me has been sitting there, is still there. They would have moved by now. But I will hear something within the next minute. I'm 99% sure. Either hear or see something. That 2-minute mark, I'm out. It's going to take me 30 seconds to get there at full sprint. Unless I haven't been paying attention and I missed somebody go by right in front of my, or right under my nose, which is possible. But scav's got to get out too, myself being one. See, I came out to third party that one gunshot to the scav death there. Okay. No point in me kicking around. Check this box. Maybe I'll get a gun. Yeah. Yeah. Not worth anything. So we know that that one scav got one tap somewhere here. Just where? I like to grab his stuff, but we don't really have a whole lot of time, so I think at this point we're just gonna go. Basically have 30 seconds to get out, not a minute. But checking my surroundings. Another little stash right here. Give it a very fast look. It's all free. Take it. Take it or leave it. This is as tight as you're going to get to an extraction for time. If you've seen somebody come out now, they're idiots, just like myself. A run through. Boring. Oh, free gear. All right. What we got in here? A bunch of randomness. Well, I'm gonna sell this stuff, make some space. And boom, 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 boom. Put that stuff there. Money, 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 money. Money, money, money. Money. All right, let's put all this stuff over. Boom, boom. So, something like this would sell on the flea market, as they would say. That OFZ 160 mil shell is worth 160,000 rubles. That's a good haul. I actually didn't know they were worth that. So I'm going to place that up on the market. And I'm going to lowball. 157 is the next lowest one. I'm just going to go 149,999. Added. Place offer. And if somebody actually wants it, it'll be gone right away. I'm going to sell this shit. Don't need it. Well, I'm going to keep the lunchbox. Actually, TBH. Sell these 2 items. Boom, boom, boom. Rather, we might take that. Oh, there you go. Alright, man. 149. Boom. In the old wallet ski. It's a grind. It's a fucking grind. It is a grind, my friends. Probably only got one more in me. So that was my scav. Interchange. 0900. Want light. Insure what I don't know if I had insured or not. Scav and Pro Mag. Okay, whatever. Ready to go. Cool. Continental 80 shoes from Adidas. 80 bucks. 75 bucks? 75 bucks. Good deal. Ooh. I don't know if I need a drink. Probably not. My last game. Fuck it. Ugh. Bugs. Tomorrow's gonna be a busy day, folks. Alright, here we go. Where are we? We're on the road. So I'm gonna play brave here. I'm just gonna push right hard immediately and try to cut off somebody running into Idea at the corner. That's the goal. Because people want to get inside as soon as possible. somebody is already underneath shooting, which I find odd because I literally was sprinting full tilt. Just a better spawn than me. Can't be upstairs. So the most likely situation is somebody spawned on the opposite wall of me over there and ran into this garage. And I was assuming shooting at a scav down here, which is possible, but again, I don't see anything. That was a flashbang. See, I don't want to move too hastily because sometimes it's best to just sit still. So we didn't spawn in late, so unless somebody is taking their time getting in here, which I don't think so because we heard shooting immediately, like 30 seconds in. People get in the building so fast, it's ridiculous. See, I don't like going inside the mall that much. There's way too many blind spots, too many variables, and I don't like that. You got a bazillion of these corners like this, people sitting there waiting for you to walk by. They hear you first and that's it. It doesn't matter. Nothing else matters. They could have been making little to no noise and they hear you walking like myself. See, like I don't know if that was a shot at me or not. See, that's a dead scav right there. So that means those gunshots I heard were right here. Oh, see, there's a blue laser there. I don't know where it's from though. Somebody right here. Where is this motherfucker? He's to my right. He's right over here. There's two. So, I don't know how I want to play this. So that's why I don't put lasers on. They're 100% going to come this way. They have to. Where the fuck did they go?
Did your son just come downstairs?
Hang on. So that was a gunfight for you right there. Those two guys, I fucked them up. That was a good fight. They had nowhere to go. So I'm just gonna do a quick sweep. Make sure that there's not a third that I didn't see originally. And try to loot these guys without getting shot in the face. You know, I can game all night, and literally right when I'm fighting two real players within the last 2 hours, my wife walks down here to give me shit or something. Blows my mind. Level 25. So that grenade really put those guys in a tight spot there. Well, that one guy. I got the first one. So you always want to leave an empty slot. For your next mag to reload to pop into, as you see here. Oh, there it is. So I'm going to take these and start packing this mag. Hopefully I don't get shot doing this, because you have to be in the menu to pack a magazine. So if I put this here, it'll reload back to this 35 rounder. Keep my wits about me. So those guys were just a little bit slow to come around the corner. Is this guy rocking a shotgun? What the fuck? What are you doing, man? Oh, he's a newbie. Free ammo, why not? I don't really need these guns. Pretty happy with that outcome. So I think I'm just gonna dip. I got a nice AK out of it. Good gunfight out of it. I'm pretty well full. Just the name of the game. Get out with what you got. Being greedy is what's going to get you killed, right? So I saw them first. Actually, what I originally saw was Buddy's blue laser. I give my buddies a hard time all the time. Why are you rocking the laser right now, man? Don't turn that thing on until you know somebody else knows you're there already. If somebody knows you're there already, then turn it on. Then you can use a hip fire accuracy thing, right? That's what it's for. It's for hip fire. You point and shoot without actually looking down your sight, right? So Why have it lit up in the middle of a dark garage where it shines all the way across the whole damn thing and tell everybody you're there? I had no idea those guys are there other than that blue light. But because I knew they were there, I knew which direction to look. Saw them, waited. Simple. Got them killed. On 1v2, and it wasn't even fair. Why? Because I was patient. And a grenade made that guy move. So, I'm gonna hug this wall over here. So that's my spot I like to sit. I was showing you guys earlier. It's a very good spot. So I'm very cautious of it. I look there all the time because I know. So the only other places to really watch when you're doing this move is either behind you down the wall, in front of you down the wall, or out in the open like this. Whack in the face. And what I meant by open is this other wall here too, sorry. Again, I showed you guys that before. That wall is very common and popularly used by other players to escape. So, no need to stick around. Got some loot. Got a couple kills. I'm not really here for anything else. The wipe is happening soon, which is a thing that Tarkov does every so often. They wipe everybody, and you basically come in with a clean slate. Money, equipment, gear, everything you have is gone. You start from nothing. Everybody starts from nothing. So it levels the playing field, so to speak. So, at this point, anywhere between tomorrow and a month from now, there's going to be a wipe. So people are doing crazy things, all kinds of crazy things. They don't really care. So there's two players, USEC, and then one scav near the end. I just shot him in the face just before I got out. It was a good kill. So that's it for me tonight. Go see if my wife is angry. Anyways, y'all, thanks for joining me. If you watch this in the future, appreciate it. Big shout out to Justin and Mikey if you're watching. Say hello. Have a good night shift. See you guys.